Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allah wali malam si han kami dan kaganyami this Twist TV Gambia. Kamu sudah menjadi spesial di dalam furniture yang kita mamam jamal fana furniture di luar fana. Orang bi kan kita bahas pada jamiah orang mau introduce lah. Banyak ni kau introduce fana kau kan juga global itu ya. Bagai itu lo mau jamiah orang kau ikam bagai program lo bagai. Semua orang sampai melakukan dema dema sama lo program dari kau. Na ko fengo bumboro jora mandara mo drobol fengo mi yaga ko nyinya ni fengo ron ro bori ngara ga di go global di ferale muli ka wagara so hanta bi ka dum ka taji ko na ka fo bisimna program ni ko non fanike
barka bage seni benum barala thank you for having me here and it's a pleasure being here anyways so ndalom Bubacarr Jallow but molian lo mostly Bob Dochalla, omuna nickname olenti. Ye bintala bale Twins TV, bal kontona bake.
Baraka bake Docha Buba, kiso da jambi, akada je kontan kubati, kadu ngalam ko e fanam fonni ken mi ala ko e kamama ku jamalla e kamama fe jamalla mi ala ka batandi yusol la development no fana karo. Awdo bimbe ku dandan kacala mi ala ko abe mul lolde le fengo mi ala ko abe nafala bake. Wala kita ma commencé na borom ngalo ko e fanam mo mi ala ko e kamama fonni kel activities wala bake. So lafay funding activities kuma haya ko banko mole youth sul banko engage na no nyaagile kata youth activities la fana.
Excuse me. Okay, thank you so much Seni abarka bake ni karo ni kumata to nyalo fana mu funding keldi na doko dala ni funding kel la mamman ko la be nyoko na bake dal andon ni funding kel la ba doko la fana. Yeah, so aku mata la fana pour nga wato do fana ka mol kala montane fande kella nyaya dulal ni mamande dulal bel bu ko bala bo nyoto dani fanko do ko la karoni fande kel na generally dal fande kella mamman dulal mamman bundal. Yeah, so maybe ka domani elaborate the environmentalist or monti number 1 number 2 ning move mboda dame burfoot ndalonga la social secretary la burfoot youth development association andum be dogo la charity organisation do fanan dolom ndalonga la project coordinator ti dana ko dal na do ko ni funding ke la mamam ko la be nyoko na baake dal ka funding kel yamar wala ka kuma call for pour ka funding kel yamar demanding obeta maybe ka kandi funding kel la comme na responsibility momenti andung na nyana kata kuol min kala pour ka je comme society min kono wala community min kono ka mamman kuol mamande je pour kam fon nafa kan badingol nafa kan wululal nafa anin kan na signol nafa. Okay, funding ke yamu akuma da bakel andum funding ke afana ka tambala mang easy ku jamal lebije takin dari jamal lebije no yeah but ntanga deem it necessary like funding kiel nyana ka mamane because sang dalle ben na jamano la dalle ba bambanding dalle banko do kulal tin dallon sati do kulal dallon korda do kulal comme wato do bije ka responsibility bulan na wululal bulo kono mel bu ko kan topotol ni kudo but sang ni ajibe sang funding kiel jama balbe je nafata bakel ya understand comme kata kuol la karola nafo be je bakel anu nka tujikiri molla kan na kuol be sembendi molla which is very bad yeah nim funding ke dia as far as mu funding ke di mutadulal be siar ne ku jamal be siar to nyalo mo le understand ko man sal be jele organizational be jele associational be jele but watu do fana be je fay fa man di fana pour ku fula boni no nyoto dat yela wululal mako ye fon le dimbal mako yela community fana mako because community lo moldi ni melba sabatere ko ni ku ketela la so fon kono community la folo ka kalamata before ba dingol ka kalamata so ila community la betendo anin ka deda akuma atale as a funding ke yeah so community fanan kono ba diam la funding kel fanan engagement or in this community activities so mil ka happen te mil bu ko dula seniandol aninka mol ma ko la dulaldo kanin ka ñun cool kela community betiandi dal akumatal because if you become a good nim keta community la mo kendo di ikake very good personality and mol ke recommend for ila effort ni la ku kotangal ni woto akumata bake la pour ka engage ni youth activity so la fana bake ni wato do bi we should not expect it from the government, we should not expect it from individual, but we should step up as youths kaje ko kudantal tamandi non fongole. Yeah, so funding ke mbal diamond lambal yamar la pour kali engage ni youth activity so to bake. Yeah, and fanamba community fanang diamond la comme ni ajibe community jamal bi jele ikataje buka youth community buka youth club wol fon sotono which is very sad because youth so long community la sembot youth so long community la police wol youth so long community la soldier wol so aka kawo ku yala wato do bi eta community doldo e ka futaje buka youth group fon je no je ya understand development jamal ka keno development jamal be je mi alon ko nyana ka ke youth so la nyana keke amanke man sakundal bi nala ka be ke mole ya understand to nyalo man sa bentel bele pour que mago ba wato do bi je fon finance wuli ngana demandol fanan keno kaje ko leta ku yeah so mba fala youth so le fanan kalma manjela karol la bake
Buba, thank you very much for that advice. Maybe that the funding kill because most of the time, didn't not emphasize about funding kill because now the funding kill the society economy, the funding kill the Bangkok and funding kill interminal. Now funding kill the Sudan and Benado no Patay. But if you killing for the maybe that the funding kill the ownership, like coming for ownership that is certain too because near especially VDC Mialango, Lori na certain too. So I think I'm for funding kill the ownership tower and Kanyaro Payata in a community.
Wolom coming kana singa kebal jibe ikake nkabule no wato do bije fana we need to take ownership comme ya fanyame ye wato do bije na visional buka ke kilinte because ni ajibe sain jamano ni follow jamano is different so even including and mankiling secondly fana be generation o min kono sain tenting anita dialogue fanko la dal and yeah because minum dalla alfal bi ni wol ko be la kunu ko le implement la biya ka difficult because minum mangara generation kilo ko no yeah exactly so community atodu fam what was your question again the VDC exactly yeah the VDC fanam mu fanko di atalo youth powerhouse or the nana community to you understand so VDC for nana ka trial to live with the young people because young people are all so alfaldi you understand so to nurture them is like you have to welcome them give them posts you understand engage them you understand and yes silol tandila coming pour so manal move because ngajela ko every 5 years or every 4 years most of these communities ka congress or ka falendro ni ko katolke so but wo niyo kake ika young people or fanang involve engage ko nyum konole yetara kono for the process yetara karankang so ibaja natal ko albe step down na wala dol betaje itol fanase ownership ta collect nole ya understand so responsibility kat hano walto ya understand so those are things me along ko VDCs will also look into and they should nyana ka try fanan to create more youth activities to consider the youth more to nyala wululal ikebadale you understand so young people are nyana ka take off so nyana ka fenkol silol yelene ane wala ka silol walang funding kele kaje ko funding kel fane ownership claim no funding kel fane mutadulal so den ku kota because community service ni ajibe as a youth man nyana ka community service or ka follow back nyana ka engage akono back you understand so nimma ownership so don't know wala among invite no among room or create more is going to be difficult for young people to engage in this kind of activities so war is our biggest problem in our most of our communities kono ka war difficulties face la muka youth also don't know in activities all kono na activities all kono kaje ko ngoleta ku so aka difficult because me no may welcome no juna may comfort no we don't create that room for them Yeah, so mbafala VDC mol fana ka jiberol ke bundal to fana ka empowering ke domande.
Yes, VDC be dawoda sa ngale le won VDC sotole so ko fonni ke fana ka responsibility ila ko mal baga ngata den wona fana la ko comme ya fa nyam ka sensitization ke ani ka dural seniority akuma de baga because ni ko development to kala no fonni ke ko
Definitely.
ma fa da bangola side ba sate in general sate de senior no la wala sate de development no la fonni ke ko adu ngata mo le mudi yalla ko wadi do ka fi dile nga yalla ka den won senior ni ka ta badal to ko zone de fon ko tombo so mo ka wo motivation no la what is the reason behind that and fana album mo le ko rek nyaadi le pour e fana sa do ni ko ni ko ni ka fonni ke
wala comme man din ko ka fo nyame rek ikali la danawol seniandi ikana ke sise seniandi senia outside wa tare sabati dula wala tara dula mantra seniari and those awards mila lonko they should be taken as something very very serious because minam mo jamal ka jale what's mo jamal ka manyame ka jabe seniari outside bara tara dula is horrible and ila community wala ka ila jata kendi determine ya understand milbu ko setalo ninku ko wonyantale ma expect na wululal ka wuli kata ko setalo ken dal fonni gel balare mbon ko be sire be jibeka so those are things million longo youth on ka engage ko no bakele nyana ka youth vocal sotole you understand volunteering always nka trenka volunteer in these youth activities because ñu lol fangol de mila lonko wala sa na samal be rendino anu domal bel be ko ma fana wala karanno la wala kono so but if na taran dal man tara wol ke kan adiamo ka siala okay kuma kan do fana fo mim ko ka bada tol senendi nin ko kotan comme I feel like comme every youth man in this world should be an environmentalist because your environment determines the health and everything. So nila nane man senior sako bafo ate kumada bage because ate contribute a lot of percentage when it comes to balu wala karola nin ku kota because kan fenjamal domo ka ko fenjamal consume wol be ka bo bala kono so but new wol be jio kono they taking in substance bad substance on me alon ko telephone ke cause nge sama nge faije war is very very wrong so kaje ko kata ka je senendi o fana kumata la wato do je even ni coastal villages wol milbe Gambia janjangol la tenting nga train ka youth fenkol youth ni fenko big cleaning activities wol ke soto ka tanka bichol senendi nga marcel senendi nga bade pol senendi nga lotanol senendi ñun lol na nanel di ñun lol na dulal these are the things that nena kam melu control nga nka bambang akola bake because seneandiro yeah so ni nyawo ka fen consumir lonko is bad ni de onyawo dama it's going to affect you and ni a check for hadama dungol dal milbe jama fa especially Gambian wol jam we consume a lot of fish so ni nyawo ka fen dama na mbuso dama ni dale mbuso dama is like we also eating the same because me affect abental fana affect la so obviously ka bajanjo clean anyandale you understand so ufana mbogo emphasize la bage comme youth son ka mamanje la karola bage but abeta nata wala ko VDC pour que youth sol empower youth sol
pour VDC for woli ya ko ma youth sol sponsor eta dem senior de most of the
and EA wol
something like that you know like assembly
Gambia Marines
and sometimes it's very necessary and ni baden ne wala very rare pour nga VDC je you know ka kokodi mo la ka bala ka kokodi fi na
tree plantings
and these are the things we are is going to develop the Bali area erosion of aben tankandila bata so wo mo fene mi are VDC fana nyanta do la jele wadi do you know ka hiro sankara hiro tudu baden de wala ani fana you know ka kulga mi are aben dan dawol kana senior la green is something we are we really need okay ani fana ka dum ka ta do ko because ka ta ni data one side ngam be so do la dundo fana pour ka line more on about this tree planting and kakakobol fi bada and now Fogo ite atudo pare na comme like like magoro so to anyway mi ala ko yiri fengol dira la ida ko golon wala fengol mi ala ko se filu no baden na wala se filu no den yalla so that is a green so to ani be pare ro so no fana natanka
yeah into bota community min do Brufut until like we are lucky because fengol funding also no sometimes from individuals like certain call from ikamo jela fa yirol sang adi mo laf mo lenga plan so ndalla ka jibe rek environmental mi alon ko nita ya understand because nga fenkol sotole nga farol sotole nga ba fa nan soto ya understand so nyim farol nga melu soto wol nga mangrove planting ni ko den mangrove yeah so because wol lom ko de mi alon ko isan na fenko nyim preserve no le ya understand and asan ma ko no from having this erosion damages come come in fatende ni water erosion kata so likewise bad out of an habitual and it's important like to have trees around because it like always akatara bushing akatara forestry domande you understand sometimes abuka people don't feel comfortable being around those bushy places but if you have coconut trees or other trees will be along somebody can sit under them to have shades and have the breeze from the sea so all those things are important things so wolf and come nka try VDC for nka ke bulol kafol kan hana tara manke alma youth fenko movement also but also try to create environmentalist group all you have this like Tujering youth development association sort of because in Burfoot na sort of yeah exactly so
Lamin Songo Saras to him is also
all right Lamin Songo yeah Saras to you and these are things me along you people needed you can write proposal to your VDC you can write proposal to so many organizations bile along because NEA Gambian Maritime World Ocean Heroes World all be eventually young funding kill you understand so if you write to them you write proposal to them they can easily tap fund for you and so well on that.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Is about planting. Is something we are towards our development. So I tell the development or can have a Mansala Bina develop or one Bina develop. Sati Naka develop, Sati Mole follow.
Definitely.
I'll come out to sign Kataka Dunka because funding killer cool and bullets in the Yami. Who are many in Kara, Gala, we have a Kuyama. Cinema Fema. Funding ke ngaje ko not everybody but sira ma fengol be batati kande especially mil kata yim ma fengol ti coming for a course ngaje ka tinyaro la banko kan bakele and not only course but tinyaro fengol in general and no happen youth only affect you understand so do you have an idea what are the things me alan go to engage youth for may youth dialogue organize like a youth so sensitize wala ka program ka kamul kumanina ke karanda wala something what do you think pour ka ko ni sira ma fe won nge bula wala hadim ni bula nge tala
very important topic I think nindo akumata bage pour nga ko kaja bage because atolon fond mi alon ko is distracting funding kel distract am bage comme aben tardendi kaneka yeah, sirama fɛn dal ate among control le soto sang comme nga fo nyami yalon mi endel fon di stop sang fan kulu comme del ngam fon le kulu man son na parents la kulu ro len ku koton because ni ajibe en ka bo mil be ka sirama fon ma e be ka bo suol le ko ne ka bo kordal le ko so it's obvious that okay itela outside character wala ila outside kuluro ila street fankwanying wala ke late to it but it doesn't come from the family dol askeno dol akabono family to because ka realize ko dol beje la parents wol ka ke sabar la leti e ka je la parents wol fananka ming ani yala osifa so those are things me along for long there are things me along that affects the youths I can say maybe 70% to 80% of the Gambian youths are all consuming these drugs stuff. Yeah, you either smoke cigarette or you smoke weed or your pilota. No, Kus from is last thing. So and there's nothing like Kus because never get older, believe me get older. So I know. So most of the time, say come new pills or like a finting and different kind of drug substance or like a nanang from outside. Kadunang Bangkok and we bukan dunin belanam ke airport or daning seaport or. So and those places are government institutions. So I think the government should take measures on those things like kajibe ko kaferel landi pour ko si false stop. But it's really affecting us and damage back because niya jibe sign from youth soul. More Jamal BJ from they don't have the feeling of home feel inside. They prefer being outside, sitting outside than being home because it's like the street is giving you what you want or is I don't know come mbuka tunak but nim tuman legacy. So I know how excited they feel when they see these kind of things like new mafia all that. Funding girl fana yamar sira mafia all because new long fang all to me along can damage the sign. Even I can na life expand from being affect la bakele. Yeah, because it's like we adopting something me along at Alabama. Yeah, so new motive from a little different me along go nieta ike damage le dolbi je ka long problem or sort of no jele dolka heart problem or sort of jele dolka nyamati dol fonka nyama no akona le after kana mol le bile me ka fe ye korte le wala kudol but sometimes nyim sira ma fon fana ka kele yeah so wol nimu fon le dal nyana fatala bil la nyana borle la bakela fon yeah so for ninkel mbal yamar la please if nan sa traino ale fero dol nyene sira ma fon is not the way yeah but man sa kunda fana be yamar la fana be dami la fana ye lo nyal simfa lo nyal ya lafa ye mezol fana siande and don't fana ka workshop all fana create sensitization or to advocate yeah understand because ñun mu mo le demi alon ko be serious jetol le but if you don't reach out to them you never know what they are going through yeah understand so by creating a workshop and training capacity building all thing yeah no sometimes you get a direction on you change knowledge because they are very good listeners some of them maybe they might look aggressive to you but they are easy to talk to yeah we are good listeners so I'm part of them we are good listeners too so masakunda nyana ferel nyin lal dal ani community fana ko comme ka fo nyami youth engagement on niwol ka soto nyin community activities wol ka soto nyin workshop wol ka create no nyin capacity building no nyin skill training no wol be ka talanole yeah so VDZ la do ko la mani masakundal ani maybe youth soul line organization or fana kal mamma wolok woto bake ka je ko funding kel finance fatan waldam ite fatan no la completely but it's a fair landi no ene ye famol create yene yela fengo focus in those things asa talanole
this is what I was saying like sensitization on la community fana ye mon ma ko bake e comme ni sensitization fala ka organize comme workshop wala même fokante mon be na bende na nyoso idea na nyo karani about cinema fengon because cinema fengon ya yo fenno mi yana ko man toro la be bare ko di sa ko di tinyal nda because do be ni ya be de ka secret packet o badne and secret packet killing I don't know man one program for $20 something like that so every day you multiply by 1 month yalla wo ko di jamalati and what of 1 year what of 2 years so ni de ka sabaro ka more than 5 or 6 years so ko do ko so use no le ye business so cinema fengon alna kata bage I am not here to against the youth no man daga nyama sabala wala sika sabala ki against no mbe jande ka nyoso idea ka nyob garandi because anu fonni gele di nyami do fona fonni gele ko nyam so fonga nyo ma ko in a way mi alango mbe fatala no sabaro anu bob so fonni le comme ni sabara di ka ko sabaro ma bedia ka ba he to yanga ko sabaro ma bedia ba mbo nekel anu do fona ko ala ni sabarla mi va ma ko mi ka sabaro ketendi afo mi ka sabara de ale abawola sa sabarla ala wala ka ko ala ni sabarla bob ka dun ka ko dinde ko de ngalo wani tije say be dun ko do mo mi yalan ko is about production if na mo le mi yalan ko jack of all trades let me say if you jang so youth so be dami mostly jele ka ke la muta dollar wala jele ka ke la miro da so ngala na ko if na be production ko na le buba how do you see Gambian industry in terms of production, like movie production and all those stuff, or in music or in industry that, let me say that. Are we growing or we are not growing?
Production, well, I can say I'm growing. Yeah. Despite I'm not. Anyways.
No, I mean generally, I mean industry generally. Are we growing or no?
Well, half growing, but half not growing. Because near GB, calling centralized at one side, it's one-sided. So, Congress jama attend from Gamutla Congress or Gilp won't all phone or back because man interact with them that much, you know. But I have people that I look up to. Milalonko Katarila Quote, Kamamela Fanado back, Melbuka Gambia screen actors or Laquote, they're doing well because we now seeing good productions. We now seeing very good imaging or look at when it comes to voice and then a lot of things, a lot of improvements, to be honest. But not feel like it is centralized in one area. Yeah, so come still at the Saturday. Because if you look at countries like Senegal, even Guinea-Bissau, they're doing great because they have these drama clubs or they're doing great. And the industry is pumping a lot of fun to those people, reaching out to communities because filming more is like schooling them. Yeah, understand. So it's like you reach out to people, milbela content understand, milbela you create audience. Mafia understand because if you look at a production like Fanta Tinting is Combo South. Nico, if you talk about productions, I think Fanta Tinting is the one that is growing bigger when it comes to numbering, when it comes to views and others.
And let me say, shout out to Fanta Tinting movie production.
Shout out to Fanta Tinting. And shout out to all the production within together because there are other productions that are coming up. They're doing great. Shout out to Chosan. Don't find they are doing well, you know. Yeah, so
shout out to all the
production. Yeah, but still coming up for Nyami because I'll tell you, people created an audience. You created content targeting the locals. Because you live with the locals. So that's the beauty of arts because creativity, the people that, the consumers, it can provide understand and this they feel. This is why, I feel like this is why you control the Combos Out and because community, they supported you people, they can relate to it, you understand, and you're using local settings, you understand, which is very good. But like I will have to talk to other production, they targeted this modern stuffs, you understand? It's important to do modern movies and others, but comme ni ajibe you understand, marsetije, so you feel back ni business samba kono at a work.
There must be a strategy.
Yeah, strategies, exactly. So like the people that you're reaching out to or the audience that you're targeting, you should be able to provide things that they will feel like, okay, they own it. You understand? So, shout out to Fanta Tinting and all the production around. And Sadio Manela Muso, Kitabu.
Yes, I know.
Kitabu,
Kitabu is launching an app. I don't know whether you see that. And no, it was cool because
so it's like movie box.
Shout out to Team Kitabu, shout out to Kitabu himself, my big man. Shout out to Lansaret, shout out to Jambi, Julde, everybody. Everybody, and shout out to also Sadio Manela Muso, shout out to Sadio Manela Muso, shout out to
44.
And shout out to Brigama, Jallow, everybody. You are also part of this movement because Nico industry, Mantara team killing Gambia forward. So many are going for a thing. Allah Barakabahe. And how do you see come youth so far here? Famera youth so far engaged on the production of Badila Basira Family Talale, Basila Kavo, documents of the Banco, documents so from Mamaka and Focus our organization. So Famera for engaged on that part at Badila depends ratio Talala youth so but so how do you think?
Well, I think I will have to talk on behalf of my team all aside when it comes to those things because I do deal with ni to like interact no need to look and cool keno. Yeah, I even I can tell to an extent that some of them they reach out straight to having a boy, but I'm doing movie production or boy. But yeah, so they'll be like, come, they want to be engaged, they want to engage themselves into things. But the problem is, Jallow for person for so most of them they talk to me politely. Some of them will be like, some of them they feel good after watching our contents and contents of that. So those are things we also contributed to national development from Toyo. So it's a very big.
So what government community because this group civil be support discourage. But especially they encourage us a lot to be candidate together, encourage fantastic people or every group together because I once attended a training with Chorus Movie Festival, RDS so usually together and I'm sure that after we build a few more school so need to get a good one also that so sensitize and empower everybody needs also for the glass I know no matter what film acting it's just we don't know the way we don't know how to make money out of it because the you go to some countries that every year the industry is 1.5 billion more than that in the currency. So in that year Masakunda, I am Marco. Nakomiti, I am Marco.
To elaborate a little on what EME explained in the Mingo initiating activities like to bring on people. Okay, industry, you don't have to follow. I feel like it's one-sided. You understand? But psychological, other people are also coming from different areas. Because I don't also we will check. Mostly, I don't know their connection with Kamu. Yeah, I don't know their connection with F-Bar. Okay.
And let me say
F-Bar, so to F-Bar, because last month I went to see their chairman with their... the other thing is like, the reason why the industry come up one-sidedly. It's like the focus beta is that end. Okay. Greater Banjul area, Kaji, Kanifing, Kada, West Coast la this other end. Because we found near check Brikamala Manning, Busumbala, Yundubol. Yes. Well, you all end power back. But places like Kabo, Burfoot, Kaji, and Kadafo, Bunjur. Because the only active production me along is Abakekang Anyama. You understand, and they are not relenting, they but they still keep kicking on. Is Fantatinti movie production. Combo South is full of talent. There are a lot of productions. Even Tanje alone, there are productions between Tanje. But saying will be dependent. So I don't know. So I feel like Combo South also need to create a movement, like a movie, like a production movement on. Whether a union sort of like as a kind of movement, then all movie production within Combo South is now they all register under that union, or union on the assist. You understand? Or union on phones or tap now from anywhere from Center for Arts and Culture because all Fanana do well. You understand? They can target people who can fund that movement. If they can buy gadgets, they can sponsor events, they can create workshops. Come Koros Emin Kalejang. Koros Emin Kalejang is a very good gesture, but I feel like Alfanang, you need a union whereby you can build something greater. You need to build a legacy. Yeah, understand that. I'll tell you, you have to come under one umbrella, you form one union, you have your executives. You build it, after building it, you create this movement. All production within Combo South, Katafo, Jambanjeri, Sifo, Kanana, they can all they should all come and register under that movement. Often a sub project or sub association or organization or under Center for Arts and Culture. Purisa Longo, Franco Bejane Fanang, movie house Babejane, Mia Longo. If you have funded or if you have project, we can forward it to those people. They can also, You can collect actors from every part of Combo South.
Yeah.
You understand? From those movie productions, they come, you build a very big project, you embark on Combo South projects. Alis sensitization or keno wol kon al advocacy keno jele al yemol karandi ku jamal different from alla production call from la, but still what the same movement or about create
just like a union.
exactly. So Buffalo production house will be alena aleke kiloldi, you build this union, you have this movement about the benefit la, because we have seen even in Nigeria nimbi countries old among mobile ka benefit sort of from from the industry. Don't be granny to that level. But having this union will definitely help all the productions within Combo South. And I believe if you have it, honestly, you're gonna dominate other parts of Gambia. Because not talent minjajang is halaba. Even in a music aside from those music artists will can register under those union because wo union all about empower la wo union all about la create platform all create la wo union all about kelo kelale even the modunda problem on that's the union that we step in because it's going to be a lancing union, it's going to be a registered union, me alonko it's going to govern all of you. So I'll be better under ala fenko la kono loi la kono na le momo loi fenke wo union sa loi sinano e loi ni loi tema ya je ko ka kuol ka fero la kal fenke so mba falale production tiole, production manager, director, or whatever it is, you know, I'll nana aleke kilimti. You form this union.
Thanks for that advice. Although me personally, but I'm not possible no because I think many people think that because come down, they better initiate at first more than so on test. But so people are aware now and they know the use of production and also the use of unions, and that will really help. So thanks to you on that advice. That's a recommendation for all of us. And now we are getting to the latter part of the program, being about politics. Now you know useful for they engage into politics. You understand? So I know you are not a politician, but being a funding killer, so I wanted to say something about what are the importance for useful for that political and also anything concerning about career ownership time or nyadi useful engage no nyadi new motivate no nyadi kadum political because nyadi be youth they are the backbone of this country. So almost 65% are being useful. So when you useful for the political if I get a beggar, other things me after any changes after any cool you can step in because they are the majorities. So what are the things that you need to talk to youth, like a fellow youth on that?
Okay, political is sensitive.
Yeah, very sensitive.
Yeah, so because political well, but as of now, comme you kamina, I'm a kumada la fanang, promote la fanang, emphasize, the mga dumandi emphasize je, membuko funding la involvement in politics. Politics comme nga mera jamola famuro wala nga mira nyami is different, but political also be something me alongo. Anyandal dal because niya de bang dunia fon, dunia ta daw da political bije. Itata anywhere la feo kono hani na suor kono ka political kel ya understand but come political awareness warning is the problem with us, especially when it comes to the local living community it's very hard difficult to back a puriye mol sindi yi kala mudani because sometimes the problem with people take it personal. People mol buka political buka song ya dialogue. You understand? Because there's something me along ko wala bentel be kono even different ente ngasi get all the coming after in previously coming get all more like see a more in funding londal. But most of the time, when it comes to politics stuff, because akatal to an extent tension or sort of. You understand? But wo be that another awareness when you dasata. You understand? Karang wonyim fanang na karang political understand. What on the main problem with it? But political now feel like political should be more civilized. Political should be more fengo anyala kumala mol nyako because atelo fonte mi alon ko atela kan atel ben sambaka. Yeah, but funding ke fana for political follow because ni mom political follow. Ni mom political follow. But jani ba follow for nyana ka karande yalo. De ala kuma moment. Mina ne ka carte fon nyene. E ka carte onyen soro. Mina ala kumadi. Minetala lo nyati. Etala banko kon. Etala voice, ela everything. Abelo carte nyina bala. O carte ka mimuta tenden katanka bulo mutanga fay. Wolon na voice for 5 good years. So ebo berendo minta le ba jolon na moy. E ba jolon na momoy. Anyana kala molti mi alonko at least ala manifestation wala ala mission mo minti wala ala lodula mo minti pour ka banko ya understand because ede ka trela exactly so ela sanji lulu e kata wala di o marila ya understand so you should be very 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 wise you should vote wisely so ela kata ba dolan na momoy e nyana ka marila lodula lonne andu na loda faba je mutan wala fata mutan because yalla meno ngaje ko politiko mu no ya ko wala nyonene ko Mia, it's beyond that.
Yes.
Politics is beyond that because ila sanji lulu, no brother. Ila sanji lulu ikata wala jolom moy. You understand? So akumara problem funding kel ngoto ko mira bake na fonkol financial kam fongol nyininka last election before bina ntebe nu tembo minto wala be level minto no
wala be sanji minto
ha anin sign it's quite different. You understand? E ku jamal leje yeku jamal lello ya understand anu ye ku jamal le jamila lon ko ni la ko mantano wala imam sembo sotono but say mo ko tan kanana fa mari bo provide no le ne ba fa mari bo bundal yele no le ne ba wolom kulti mi lon ko nyana ke lon ne follow jani mbadi la wo molla so akumara pour funding kel na involve political kono ya understand kana son ke bal kan nene fanan fenko hakilo nyana tambila wotole nyana we should be able to know how to reason how to analyze. These are the most important things before ibe carte fayla moy a reason ya mari la ko lom bake ya analyze ya lon ko nying fo a jarta la pour ngana carte dia because na next time you ludo bake la bloko.
Okay, so now what do you think about political ninka violence or political kono wala ka kuma jaw fo joy political kono ngalo ka campaign time mo si ni platform ke comme kana ka political discourse jam body funding kel la ko wala tinam fotata kono so you mo advice about kata funding kel la karola about ni violence ko about political wala ni neo political kono funding kel comme pour nga abula you know focus na banko la nyakota wodi so you mo advice ka different about violence.
A man sense make. So come the way you reason and the way you understand what politics really means. Politics man na pour violence.
Yeah.
Politics man na pour division.
Yeah.
Politics na tala pour ka mol ma koy no pour mi ba mo dundile Allah fanko palaso ya mari long ya long ko nyim fa ba transparency tamani no fa accountability le fenken wala ya understand wala political ba comme nga fa nyame fana comme kuluro la kalolo because kata ka mo tinya political ko man sense make because sanje kilim ko wala na tambita amari ya understand so bi be min kaja fika aske no so wala kate rescue somewhere else ya understand so wala no comme nyen hakil tubalo enya na ka lone be mala nyami political tambita woyne political is all about if ke fon long ila banko lodula long e banko tamandi min ka banko tamandi yo lodula long abanda ni wo mol yo rumo nyin create ita fana sa balu e sone bulu anin kudol amanjari ngata ka long ka nyone wala ka nyo fenge to dalo dol ni ko tol fon tema so woto fon political bi jele talk less of banko la tamandrinya so wala kom hakil tu balong ike manya min suokon wo di same fen ko manya ni maintain banda ye mol bunya ye horma mola opinion o mala opinion you have to respect it. You understand? You can't, exactly. So but say the only way
isa mine keno pour ka mari la mira nya fale wala ina isi you dialogue things you table up things ale kacha okay gambera nyinni mun nyinati so ya men dañi ndola ko fenke la demande nga jibi askeno o ba fale ndro keno la simple you can easily it's influence no le ya understand it so political moldi abe ñoo kacandolti ñoo hakilu so aka ñoo so hakilo la ideal la ani yalo nak to build a unionism in fankol fondingel dal comme hakilo to je baki an political fela kana si political kana nangam fond divide ya understand political kana la ita barintel mbe jane ya understand entel lo badi won tel lo signol din dolom mo kilmolti so ngaño ya
So, advice for me about the daily, and I'm for the Damadi about politics. We are not here to discuss politics. Body, I don't know because funding came, we are the backbone of this country. So, funding came, I'm not going to say, political company, I can put in from my Yokono, and Canabala, and Canano, Kayafi, Ibaya, Banco, Media, and then smiling coast of Africa. There was smiling on him. Now, continually, funding came, please, please, now, everybody government political friendly akana oto alna kata baga na kafunyo kan ngaji ko na Gambia je na Cairo sabatindi na wala Gambia ani fana bob ka fo ko barka baake bi ngesa ta jan ko jani wo ba fala gaji ko global fana to lo mo mi ko e kam ma ko e sponsor demanding kam ma ko gaji ko na ni programme ni kam ke fonni ke la ko kan se bi yada ko thanks to gaji ko global momo la ta fema la kene ma betema kurdo de go samado na fo tengo femi ala ba dendi dum fema la ni ko de bu ko na fema fa sira mo bi jele ni ala ko ke wafire la rawo mo drobo en ti ni ala ko ite surata la bu ko ni nyandira gadio global ka fo ko ya baraka ba bu so ko mo de ke la last word to the general public
Mbafalale Anumbara, Mbal Barkala Bake. Thank you so very much for having me here, Seni. And between Stevie Mbal Jaila Bake, Allah Duku Ninyata, and Allah funding case Femko Fasaran, Namol Fane Chosan movie production, Mbafalagale Numbara, Bela. Director content abake membuko MB PDD professional doctor and ba close la dami wolom kanna production o mol ke tentu ke jay like comme ka ke set out anen kanna dindima chamzi cham ka kontom bake anen ke ba na koto ke lamin ba na broda na doko nyo kafunyo ma ba konton na bake betimo mo be konton na benna dindim ma fana konton na bidda sedi tanje ba konton na bake dabo julawol bal konton na bake ndamo be to fona ni Mr. Bass so ba be konton na bake so ba fala le fana le al hakotu nyen na le fam moy min botan da kono ba hadamadu da maldi askeno nga mistake ko make so ban balbe hakadani la na taranga fem fole mi yalon ko akeda tonyeru kwoti wala akeda fende comme yalon dunia kay nyo tonyo so mal hakadan la bake mba fala numbara ala barka bake thank you so very much kombo saw ani Seni Diouf thank you so very much for having me
thank you so much
anina the camera lady. Thank you so very much for having me. Thank you.
And thank you everybody. Allah baraka bage afale ko nan bani manam sidi Jallow Twins TV Gambeli. Allah kata subscribe like comment sul fanana ni nan jamu momo yalla ko lafta na kila opinion of mi bedden ni fonni gel to yalla you are highly welcome. So camera lady ba afale ko ya baraka bage. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.